Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well on this Wednesday evening as we continue our heavyweight tournament using Title Bout Championship Boxing for the PC. This is bout 33, round 1 of our heavyweight tournament, scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing between Jimmy Ellis and Cleveland Williams. This should be quite a good contest here at Wembley Stadium in England. Let's go to the fighter cards and give you a quick overview of both of these pugilists. Jimmy Ellis, former heavyweight champion, sparring partner of Muhammad Ali. Let's check out his fighter card. Will be taking on Cleveland Williams, heavyweight contender. Both men would lose to Muhammad Ali. Jimmy Ellis from Louisville, Kentucky, stands at 6'1", reach 76 inches. He'll weigh in for this bout 205 pounds. Likes to work behind his jab. Good counterpuncher, good mover. Captain Carl's at ringside. Hope all is well, as he says good evening to all the fight fans. Let's go to Jimmy Ellis's ratings, his fighter card. He's a boxer. He seldom fouls. He fights average on the inside, average on the outside, likes to cover up and counter. And go for the knockout, that's average, 2 out of 4. He will clinch on the inside, doesn't like to fight there too much. Intellect and proficiency, quite good. 8 and 10 respectively. Control versus a boxer, an 11. Control versus a slugger, a 9. The higher the number, the better. The real world is at ringside. He says, Cleveland, Big Cat Williams. You are correct. Defense is quite good for Jimmy Ellis, -4. That means 4 punches will be deducted from a possibility of landing for Cleveland Big Cat Williams. Killer instinct, 6. Aggressiveness, 6. Chin versus the knockdown, 1. Chin versus the knockout, 3. So he can be knocked out, as Joe Frazier did to him twice. And Ernie Shavers. He likes to work off the jab. As you can see, his jab and the combinations, you can see 20.25 for both of those. Hitting power, below average. He's a 6 out of 13. Overall, Title Bout Championship Boxing rating is a 10. So he will dictate the pace more than Cleveland Williams will. And let's go back and check out the Cleveland Williams card. Cleveland Williams, heavyweight contender, 50s, early 60s. The Big Cat, as the real world stated, is from Houston, Texas, was born in Griffin, Georgia. Stands 6'3", has a reach of 80, and will weigh in 218 pounds of pure muscle and hitting power. His boxer card, he is a slugger, no doubt about that. He fouls occasionally, fights on the inside and the outside at an average proficiency, doesn't cover up. If he's hurt, he will get tagged over and over again, as you saw in that fight with Muhammad Ali at the Houston Astrodome in the, I think it was early 60s, mid-60s. Go for the knockout, that's what he's known for, 3 out of 4, so that's what he likes to do. He will clinch on the inside and pound away with the free hand. His intellect, 6 out of 10. Proficiency, once he's on, is pretty good, 10 out of 10. Control versus a boxer or a slugger, both 9s. Killer instinct is a 10. Aggressiveness is a 10. He will go down, and he will get knocked out. As you can see, 3s there. The lower the number, the better. He has 3s. I believe that goes out of 5. Endurance is an 8, so Ellis will have an edge there. His defense, not so bueno. 2 punches will be added to Jimmy Ellis, as he's a +2. Pretty fast starter. He likes to bang away. Does not fight well off the ropes. His big punch, he likes to work off the jab and land that right hand. He had 2 battles with Sonny Liston that you can watch on YouTube. I think combined, the fights went together in those 2 pugilistic contests 5 rounds, but man, did they pound away at each other. His hitting power is a 10. That's quite good out of 15. His overall rating is an 8, and you can see 9 for control factor versus a boxer, and that's what Jimmy Ellis is. So Ellis, I believe, was an 11 against a slugger, or a 10, so he will control the pace and dictate most of the action. For Williams to be in this fight and win it, he's got to land that big punch and take advantage of it. And let's go back. So Jimmy Ellis, 40 wins, 20 defeats, 1 draw, 24 stoppages against Cleveland Williams, 80, 13-1 with 60 stoppages. In Jimmy Ellis's corner, Angelo Dundee is the trainer, Ace Murata is the cut man. In Cleveland Williams' corner, Bill Gore is his trainer, and we assigned Tommy Gallagher as his cut man. 15 rounds. Automatic strategy for Ellis and Williams. They're going to check for injuries, adjust for weight. I have nothing to do with the strategies. I am just calling the fight with my radio broadcast. We're at Wembley Stadium in England. Michael Buffer is the announcer. John Coyle is the referee. The 3 judges are Mickey Vann of England, Larry Hazzard of the United States of America, and Tony Perez of Puerto Rico. At ringside is RF. How you doing, my friend? In case of rare incident stoppage, it is a draw unless 50% of the bout is complete. Then they'll go to the scorecards. 3 judges will score the bout. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. The mandatory 8 count is in effect. The scoring system is a 10-point must system. You can never be saved by the bell, and the ringside physician or the referee may stop the bout. What's Blazing in Sports is also here at ringside. Check out that wonderful channel, along with Sports Time Machine and Mr. Utah Mike, who has a premiere coming up around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure to check out Sports Time Machine. Let's go to the fight analysis, and you can see Ellis has actually, it's going to be pretty even. I got mixed up. It's an 11 versus a boxer control factor, so they're going to dictate the pace. He only has a 9, as Ellis did have trouble with sluggers, as I stated. So this could go back and forth. I'm going to give a slight edge here to Cleveland Williams. I think Williams could knock out Jimmy Ellis. Let's check out Jimmy Ellis and Cleveland Williams. The power edge, tremendous edge for Cleveland Williams, 76-46. Endurance, a slight edge by 10%, 90-80 to Jimmy Ellis. Defense all the way for Jimmy Ellis. You can hit Cleveland Williams with everything, including the kitchen sink, 83-33. Hand speed, Jimmy Ellis, 83-62. And tactical skills, how well you fight the bout you've trained for and how well you listen to instructions from your corner. 7% edge, 64-57 to Jimmy Ellis. So the power, the go-home punch, that's where Cleveland Williams, he's got to land the big blow and take advantage of it. On to the fight. Once again, Jimmy Ellis, Angelo Dundee, the trainer, Ace Murata, the cut man, Cleveland Williams, Bill Gore, the trainer, and Tommy Gallagher, the cut man. We're at Wembley Stadium in England. As you can see, Michael Buffer, John Coyle, the referee, the judges Mickey Vann, Larry Hazzard, and Tony Perez. The ringside expert for Title Bout Championship Boxing is Richard Plunkett. Fighters have entered the ring. ID Gestures here at ringside. Hope all is well, my friend. Check out that great channel. I had a very exciting baseball game going on. I'm not going to tell you about it, and don't tell me about it because I got to catch the final few innings. It was very exciting. All right, so Jimmy Ellis and Cleveland Williams go to the center of the ring where John Coyle gives the final instructions. He's telling them what's a low blow. Asks Jimmy Ellis in his corner with Angelo Dundee, any questions from the Chiefs' second? Dundee says, watch him with that rough stuff. Bill Gore doesn't like that from the Cleveland Williams corner. He says, John Coyle says he will. Bill Gore, when they ask any questions from the Williams Chiefs second, Gore says his trunks are kind of high, so a little gamesmanship already at the center of the ring. Coyle says, touch gloves, come out fighting, God bless. Fighters back to their corners. We wait for the bell for round number 1, scheduled for 15, bout number 33. Round 1 of our heavyweight tournament, the big punching Cleveland Williams, who failed in his one bid for the title against Muhammad Ali, takes on Jimmy Ellis, who briefly held a portion of the heavyweight title. He would lose to Ali and Frazier and Ernie Shavers, amongst others. Joe Bugner beat him late in his career also. All right, here's the bell for round number 1. Fighters to the center of the ring, Ellis to the left, Williams to the right. Ellis throws and misses. Ellis with a high guard, trying to counter. Williams throws and misses. Ellis with a good counter punching. That's what Ellis wants to do. He wants a counter. And a good shot by Williams is blocked. And again, Ellis with a quick 1-2. Now Williams backs up. He felt those blows over and over again. Jimmy Ellis just using the jab. Oh, a big right hand lands on Cleveland Williams. A 3-punch combination. Williams is trapped in the corner. Ellis is opening up. This could be a shocker. It could be Jimmy Ellis winning early. Another big right hand misses. Finally, Williams retaliates with a 1-2. A left hook by Williams. Ellis puts his high guard up, comes back with a left-right. Ellis backing up, getting distance. Williams pressing forward, 15 seconds. Oh, a big combination by Cleveland Williams. A right hand thuds off Jimmy Ellis's head as the bell sounds. Jimmy Ellis wins that round. Both fighters rattled one another. The crowd is on its feet here at Wembley in England. I give Ellis a 10-9 round there. Cleveland Williams did come back. He landed a thudding combination, a right hand off Ellis's cranium. Williams was a bit surprised by the hand speed of Jimmy Ellis, which is shocking because Ellis had good hand speed. But I think the power surprised Williams. Ellis actually backed him up, but then stayed a little too long and got returned to sender mail as Williams got in punching distance. Let's go to the scorecards real quick. Unofficial scorecard of Richard Plunkett. He gives it 10-9 to Ellis, the same way I saw it. Quickly to the Ellis corner, and Angelo Dundee is telling him, jab, right hand, do not exchange. They want Ellis to stay on his bicycle and box to a decision or a stoppage, as he has a slight endurance benefit over Cleveland Williams. Let's go to the Cleveland Williams corner and Bill Gore. And Bill Gore says, you heard him late, you heard him. We're going to get him. We're going to get him, big cat. We're going to get him. Cleveland Williams, a magnificent physical specimen. All muscle and can punch the bejesus out of you. Quick punch stat numbers. The crowd still on its feet, as 2 Americans are here in Wembley. So Jimmy Ellis landed 39 punches, most of them early, as he backed up Cleveland Williams. But Cleveland Williams late landed 2 very hard combinations, 16 punches, 4 crosses, punch of choice, the right hand. Ellis worked off that jab, 11 jabs landed, 12 combinations. We prepare for round number 2. Here's the bell. And Ellis is going to fight outside. Offensively, he throws a 1-2, backs away, slides side to side. Williams comes forward and he's met. Ellis's hands are just faster. Williams pumps into 2 jabs, trying to load up with that right hand, couldn't get there. Left hook misses. Good defense by Ellis. Ellis, again, side to side movement, pawing the jab out there, trying to keep the big cat off balance so he can't pounce. There's Cleveland Williams. He finds a left hook that gets in. Another left hook gets in. But a 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 quick punches. Backs up Williams. Ellis has Williams trapped in the corner. Williams ties up. Brings him back towards the center of the ring. They break. Under a minute to go. A huge left hook combination by Big Cat. Ellis is rocked, but he comes back with a 1-2. Ellis trying to regain his senses. 19 seconds to go. Ellis, another left-right combination. 6 seconds to go. Right hand missed by Williams. There's the bell. So once again, the hand speed really giving Cleveland Williams a lot of trouble, a la Muhammad Ali in his only title opportunity. But he was able again to land a couple of big shots that rattled Jimmy Ellis, but not enough to win the round. I once again give round 2 to Ellis 10-9 over Cleveland Williams. But that power shot is getting there. The hand speed, Williams having a lot of difficulty dealing with that hand speed. And the very tight defense by Jimmy Ellis. Though, as we've witnessed, Cleveland Williams has been able to get big right hands and big left hooks through. Bubba Husky's here at ringside. Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. The Big Cat, I have him down by 2 now in rounds. And Richard Plunkett agrees, 10-9, 10-9 after 2:20:18 for Jimmy Ellis. Let's go to the Ellis corner and Angelo Dundee. Dundee says, I like what you're doing, kid. I like what you're doing. You got to watch out for that right hand. You're sticking around a little too long admiring your work. I want to see 1, 2, maybe a 1, 2, 3, a left, right, left hook. And then get the hell out of there, kid. Do not wait for return to sender. Do not exchange with Big Cat. That's a large human being over there, and he can punch. Ellis nods his head. Ace Murata gives him a swig of water. We go to the Cleveland Williams corner and Bill Gore and Tommy Gallagher. And again, Bill Gore and Tommy Gallagher, and we're going to get him. We're going to get him, Big Cat. Be prepared to pounce. You heard him with the right. You heard him with the left. Sooner or later, timber! That brings a smile to Big Cat as they pump up Cleveland Williams. Let's go to the punch stat numbers before we go to round number 3. And again, a big output for Jimmy Ellis. 33 punches landed. He can hit Cleveland Williams at will. The problem is he stands and admires his work, as Angelo Dundee was admonishing him in the corner. Don't do that. Cleveland Williams did land 16 punches, and he is the much harder puncher. Sports Time Machine asks, Al, is this only $13? Yes, you get all the fighters. You get every fighter in every weight class. Every fighter in every weight class, $13. Absolutely outstanding game. If you're a boxing fan, a must-buy. As well as a card and dice boxing, Glory Days boxing from our good friend Anthony Crooks and Bleacher Bums Gaming. So I get the best of both worlds, PC and card and dice. All right, we prepare for round number 3. Back to the corner view. Fighters off their stool. Ellis has won the first 2 rounds, but it's an uneasy feeling in his corner. Ellis, he of the glass jaw at times. Here's the bell for round number 3. And Williams is going to be fighting on the outside from distance, looking for those big punches. And outside from distance is Ellis. Defense, they already tied up. Ellis does not want to fight. Oh! A 4-punch bombing combination rocks Ellis. Another right hand rocks Ellis. Williams opens up. Ellis tries to keep him away with the jab. But Cleveland Williams is determined. He continues to bash away at Ellis. Ellis, hands held high. Missed with that wild right hand. Trying to clear the cobwebs. And Williams trying to load up. Ellis moving side to side, hands held high. Pawing with the jab, missed with the 1-2. And Williams nails him with the hook. And a big right hand. Williams in a beautiful rhythm. Ellis coming forward, but he's hurt. He's trying to grab on. They tie up. Williams pushes him away. 15 seconds. 9 seconds. Williams trying to pound away. A left hook lands on the jaw. Ellis's knees buckle. Coyle jumps in. But that was the end of the round. Cleveland Williams doing a ton of damage. And Angelo Dundee and Ace Murata come out to grab their fighter and bring him back to the stool. He is walking on spaghetti legs, not walking on sunshine, that's for sure. Cleveland Williams, the much slower fighter when it comes to hand speed, got in a rhythm, and he just pounded away at Jimmy Ellis. And that's what Dundee was warning Ellis in the corner. That's a 10-9 round for Cleveland Williams in round 3. And it was an uneasy first 2 round victories for Ellis. And at any moment you could feel Cleveland Williams could drop him. He's just such the bigger puncher. Let's go to the scorecards real quick. Unofficial, of course. Richard Plunkett. 10-9 Williams as I see it, so we're in lockstep, toe-to-toe, as you want to call it. 29-28 Jimmy Ellis. But Cleveland Williams, you got to keep the big cat out of his rhythm. Ellis did not, and the big cat pounced over and over again. And they're trying to revive Ellis in the corner. They're putting some ice down his trunks, an old trick. And that swelling, he's got 10% swelling now on the right eye. Ace Murata, an excellent cut man, working on it with the end swell, pushing it over. You can see him push it over. And that's quite painful. Yes, 2013 version. As at ringside, we have the Hand History Vault. Thank you for joining us. So they're working on that swelling. Angelo Dundee, again saying, you got to stay on the outside. Do not exchange. Jab, right hand, move away. Hands held high. We quickly go to a euphoric big cat Cleveland Williams corner. Bill Gore says, I told you, we got him. We got him. Steak and potatoes pretty soon. Tommy Gallagher says, timber's coming, big cat. Now let's go get the prey. Very confident in that Cleveland Williams corner. Tremendous puncher. Let's go to the punch stat numbers. And you can see Jimmy Ellis was rocked. He only threw 8 punches. He was in survival mode. Big cat Cleveland Williams, again, much slower with the hands, landed 34 thudding punches. Everything he throws, including the jab, is with tremendous bad intentions. Can the big cat continue the assault on Jimmy Ellis and take him out? We prepare for round number 4. Here's the bell. Fighters off their stools, center of the ring. Ellis on the left. Williams on the right. They tie up, they break, holding and hitting a left hook. A right hand by Williams. He backs up. He's trying to bait Ellis in. Ellis not falling for it. Now the big cat pounces. He comes forward. 3-punch combination. Another 1-2. Ellis just trying to stay on the outside and play defense. But he is being pummeled. Combinations raining down upon Jimmy Ellis. A big right hand buckles Ellis. Coyle looking on. A minute and a half to go in round 4. Ellis holding on for dear life. Williams pushes him away under a minute, but he can't land. He can't land. He's trying to load up. He's not throwing. They tie up again. Ellis trying to get through it. A 1-2-3, big left hook. Ellis is badly hurt. The swelling is getting bad. Now 2 jabs in return. 5 seconds. There's the bell. Another hellacious, huge round for Cleveland Big Cat Williams. The swelling is getting worse on Jimmy Ellis's eye, and that was really bothering him. And it really did hinder him. He just got pummeled once again. So Big Cat, you could almost justify a 10-8 round. And I'm going to give him a 10-8 round. Just totally pummeled Jimmy Ellis. Again, Ellis won the first 2 rounds, but it wasn't confidence in that corner as he got tagged in those rounds. I tell you what, his beard is held up. Ellis's chin has not broke yet. Unofficial scorecard of Richard Plunkett, 10-9. So he has it even. I have Cleveland Williams up by 1 point. I gave him a 10-8 round for that beating he put on Jimmy Ellis. We go to a very concerned Jimmy Ellis corner and a very animated Angelo Dundee. That swelling is up to 29% on that right eye. Ace Murata feverishly working on it, pressing the end swell down on it and to the side, trying to move the swelling away to keep the eye open as much as possible. Angelo Dundee telling him, on the outside, but does Ellis have the legs to do it? He just wants he wants jabs and right hands. He doesn't even want combinations. Work off the jab and move away. We go to a very excited Cleveland Williams corner. Bill Gore and Tommy Gallagher. And again, they keep pumping up the big cat. They're saying, you got him, big cat. The prey is ready to be ripped apart. Now you pounce. Go for the knockout. No mercy. Don't wait around. Let's go for it. Don't give him second opportunity. No second shot at life here. Gallagher gives Williams a swig of water. Punch stat numbers before round 5. It's going to be a huge round for Cleveland Williams. Again, 34 punches landed. Only 6 to Jimmy Ellis. 2 consecutive beatings he has taken in rounds 3 and 4. Could this be the beginning of the end for the former WBA champion? Very reminiscent of the Joe Frazier fights here. He only landed 6, only 1 jab. Cleveland Williams worked behind a very stiff jab. Hooks, crosses, combinations, and on the inside he ripped the uppercut. We prepare for round number 5 as I take a quick swig of water myself. The fans have not sat their tushies in the seats at all here at Wembley. Bell, round number 5, fighters to center the ring. Who will be first? Again, Ellis fighting defensively on the outside, throws 2 quick jabs, another 2 quick jabs in a right hand. Ellis moving away, and again he's just rat-a-tatting. He's letting his hands go first. Williams has no answer for it. He comes back with an uppercut, he falls short, and he's countered by a right hand left hook. Ali in his corner, in Ellis's corner, screaming. That's his stablemate saying, pour it on, Jimmy. And now Williams lets his hands go, and you can see the difference. The bigger shots are landed by Williams. Right hand missed, and a thudding counter right hand. Ellis is hurt. Ellis tries to hold on. Now he throws 2 punches. Now he's just letting his hands go. 1, 2, another right hand and a left hook. Ellis is standing there too long, though, but it's a good round. Another big right hand, and now Williams starts to back up. They tie up, and there's the bell. So Jimmy Ellis, determined to change the tide of battle, let his hands go first, and he rat-a-tatted Cleveland Williams. Again, if Cleveland Williams cannot set to throw his punches, he doesn't throw. As you saw when he fought Ali in his only title bid in the Houston Astrodome, and Ali, with the tremendous hand speed, played piñata with Cleveland Williams' head. Williams has had much more success against his sparring partner, Jimmy Ellis, as we saw in rounds 3 and 4. But Ali giving encouragement to his stablemate, and Ellis channeled his inner Muhammad Ali, and really just a great comeback round in round 5 for Jimmy Ellis. I give it to him 10-9. Working off that jab. He just let his hands go. Dundee wants to see a little more ring movement, though. A little more movement. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard of Richard Plunkett. 10-9 Ellis. He has it 48-47. Jimmy Ellis, I have it dead even because I gave Cleveland Williams a 10-8 round in round number 4. We go to the Ellis corner. A much happier Angelo Dundee. The swelling is 29%, though. And again, Ace Murata doing a great job in that corner, trying to keep it under control. You did see at times in the prior rounds Ellis pawing at the eye, but he didn't pay any attention to it this time. He just let his hands go. And he's the faster fighter, so if he goes first and he's a more accurate puncher, he will hit Cleveland Williams. And you can hit Cleveland Williams with everything, as I stated, including the kitchen sink, the neighbor's kitchen sink, and the backyard neighbor's kitchen sink. And if Cleveland Williams cannot set to throw his punches, he does not throw, he just eats. And if he keeps taking punishment like that, he'll be eating his dinners through a straw. We go to the Williams corner. And Bill Gore and Tommy Gallagher. Bill Gore, the trainer. Tommy Gallagher, some grease work and some light end swell. Nothing to report when it comes to damage to Cleveland Williams. Bill Gore saying, you can't let him be first. You can't let him be first. That's okay. That's okay. He hit you with some shots. How you feeling, champ? You're going to be champ. We're going to win this tournament. Williams smiles, says he's okay. Says you got to let your hands go. Don't let him be first. He's going to try to take you out of that rhythm. Now let's get back to work, big cat. There's your prey. Now go get him. Punch stat numbers before we begin round number 6. Very good fight here. The fans are enjoying it. And you can see Jimmy Ellis just opened up as Muhammad Ali, who is scheduled to fight here a little later in the card during the month, will be taking on Bone Crusher Smith, is in the corner of his stablemate. So Ellis landed 56 punches to Cleveland Williams 12. Look at those jabs. That's what Dundee and Ali want to see. 17 jabs landed as he just controlled the pace with that educated left hand. We prepare for round number 6. Very close fight here at Wembley. Here's the bell. Fighters to the center of the ring. Who will be first? That's what matters most for Ellis. And it's Ellis! A 1-2. Williams backs up. Williams caught, coming in. A 4-punch combination. He's rattled, but he comes right back with a left, right, and another left. Ellis hits him with 2 jabs. A lot of action here. Left hook misses by Williams. Ellis doesn't counter. He just moves away. Hands held high. Ellis, a little. Now he's pawing at that eye. He's pawing at that eye. But he throws a quick combination. Williams continues to come forward, lands a right hand. And a left jab by Williams. He's trying to load up. He's setting a trap. Ellis lands 2 stinging jabs in Williams' face. 30 seconds there. There it is! The booming right hand by Cleveland Williams. He didn't see it. Ellis didn't see it. He's hurt. Big right hand misses. We're coming up on the bell, and there's the bell. Another winging right hand misses by Cleveland Williams. So he was setting the trap, and then he let it go. He nailed Jimmy Ellis. I don't know if Ellis saw it coming. I don't think so. And Ellis was badly hurt. They come get him, bring him back to the corner. As soon as he sits on that stool, Ace Murata working on that swelling. As Coyle warns both fighters for throwing punches after the bell. I give that an even round. I give it 10-10. So round 6, I give it even. 10-10. I think Cleveland Williams landed enough big punches. And Ellis, again, you can't let, it's very difficult, but you can't let Cleveland Williams set. If he sets and gets comfortable to throw his punches, he throws very hard. Unofficial scorecard, Richard Plunkett gives it to Jimmy Ellis, 10-9, so he has it 58-56. I have, for Ellis, I have Cleveland Williams up by 1 point. We go to a Jimmy Ellis corner, and again, that concern, which has never left, is even more, it's worse now, because the swelling on the right eye is 36%, and you could see Jimmy Ellis was pawing at that eye. Once Cleveland Williams started landing some punches, the blinking started, and Cleveland Williams was able to set down and land some hard punches. Thus, I gave it an even round. Murata still working the end swell, and quite feverishly. Dundee saying, you gotta stay away. And, Ali saying, jab, 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 and move. But I don't know how much legs. And in fact, there's not been too many body punches at all. Minimal body work by Cleveland Williams. But it's the headshots that have really rattled and put Ellis in a daze. As they say, dazed and confused. So again, Dundee wants him to work behind the jab and stay away. We go to the Cleveland Williams corner. Nothing to report for nicks, cuts, or abrasions, just the usual wear and tear in a pugilistic contest. And Bill Gore says, you just keep throwing the right hand, the left hook, throw hard. Everything you throw hard. We'd like to see you work the body a little more, Big Cat. We can get him out, work him to the body a little more. Gallagher gives the Big Cat Cleveland Williams some water. Punch stat numbers before we move to round 7. Great action bout. Good contrast in styles. And you can see Jimmy Ellis landed 33 punches, but there is no oomph on his punches, really. Again, the hand speed rattles Williams at times, but nothing like the prior 2 rounds. And the best output numbers for Williams in round number 6. He landed 22 shots, and they're all hard. His jab's hard, his hook is hard, crosses, combinations, and that hellacious uppercut on the inside. He will sometimes throw it from a little too far out, and that's when you can get tagged and countered, as Ellis has done to him on a few occasions. We prepare for round number 7, but let's go to the traits, and let's check out the endurance, and you can see Cleveland Williams' endurance is starting to go down, so is Ellis, but Ellis, a much stronger fighter when it comes to stamina. Final instructions as both fighters get off their stool. As we wait for the bell for round number 7, here's the bell. Center of the ring, that's where the action takes place. And Ellis gets off first. He lands 2 quick shots, moves away, hands held high. Oh! He catches Williams coming in! He catches Williams coming in with a quick 1-2. Down goes Cleveland Williams. The referee picks up the count at 4. 7. Williams is up. He takes the mandatory 8. What will Jimmy Ellis do? Will he try to finish the big cat? Another left-right combination. Williams is coming right at him. He's not going to tie up. Oh, that was the go-home right hand for Ellis. He missed. He's trying to load up. And now he does a 3-punch combination. Williams goes back. Ellis goes forward reluctantly. They tie up. A minute to go here in round 7. Opportunity here for Jimmy Ellis to end it. But Willie, 45 seconds ago, very cautious. Left hook missed by Williams. 2 straight jabs land by Ellis. A 1-2-3 lands by Ellis. Ellis, 10 seconds. Missed with the right hand, and there's the bell! Left hook missed by Cleveland Williams. Unbelievable! Jimmy Ellis fighting outside defensively, looking to counter and lay traps, and my God, did he lay a trap on the big cat. Williams walked right in to the right hand, which helped produce the power. He was coming forward and got tagged on the button, and down he went. He was up, I believe, at the count of 4, took the mandatory 8, but he loses that round 10-8. Ellis was a bit reluctant to try to finish him off, still leery of the Cleveland Williams power. Could that have been an opportunity lost? We shall see. So a 10-8 round for Ellis as he scores the knockdown. Again, a beautiful counter 1-2. As I was saying, well, he's throwing his punches, but nothing really on it. Williams came in. He was trying to get to the inside, and he got caught and on the button, and down he went. We go to the Richard Plunkett scorecard, unofficial score for Title Bout Championship Boxing. He scores at 10-8. Jimmy Ellis. He has Ellis with a 4-point lead now. I believe, the fight dead even now. So a little difference in our opinion. We go to a very happy Jimmy Ellis corner with Angelo Dundee, Ace Murata, but the swelling, in fact, Murata has brought the swelling down from 36% to 29%, so hats off and yeoman's work to Ace Murata, again, one of the best cut men in the business. Angelo Dundee says, I like what you're doing. Don't get over-aggressive. We'll catch him again. If not, we'll box our way to a decision. Muhammad Ali, stablemate of Jimmy Ellis. Jimmy Ellis, a sparring partner for Muhammad Ali, is absolutely euphoric in that corner. It says, all day, all night, Jimmy. All day, all night, Jimmy. We go to the Cleveland Williams corner, and that brashness has been wiped off the face of Cleveland Williams and their cornermen, as he took such a beating. He had his all swelling. He is all lumped up, 35% on the left eye, and that's going to really hinder him as Tommy Gallagher has to go to work in that corner. And now it's Gallagher using the end swell, pressing that swelling, pushing it to the side. And now they're just telling him, go for the knockout, Cleveland, go for the knockout, which basically he's been doing it. Avengi Crosby is at ringside. Hope all is well, my friend. Check out that great card collecting channel. So the normal instructions for Cleveland Williams, go out and bomb away. Let's check out these punch stat numbers. They're going to be hellacious. 39 punches landed against 5 as Cleveland Williams took a beating. But can Jimmy Ellis go right after him, or will he box the way the corner wants him to and just keep wearing him down? Endurance for Ellis still good. The big cat is out of gas. So, will he get a second win? Will he get a reprieve from the governor? Or will we see a stoppage coming up soon? We prepare for round number 8. And Ellis going to fight outside defensively behind the jab. And the big cat's going for the big boom. A jab falls short by the big cat. Ellis counters him with a 1-2. There's a hellacious 4-punch combination by Williams. A big right hand by Williams. Ellis is hurt. Now it's Ellis's turn, and the swelling is bad. Ellis backs up. Williams is pounding away. Again, a right hand lands. Ellis got to get off those ropes. Right hand missed. Ellis still on the ropes. He fights his way off of the combination, but Williams pulls him back towards the ropes. A minute to go. A 1-2 by Ellis, but he's still on those ropes. Williams trying to load up. Missed with a big right hand. That was the go-home punch. Missed with another go-home punch. Ellis dipping and diving. He's still too close to those ropes. He counters a 1-2. His legs aren't there. That's why he's a left hook buckles Jimmy Ellis. Coyle looks in. The swelling is bad, and there's the bell. Holy cow. Jimmy Ellis got tagged early, and then it was on like Donkey Kong for Cleveland Williams. Again, he tags Ellis early. He's able to set his feet the rest of the round and pound away. He throws everything quite hard. And that eye, let's go to the Ellis corner quite quickly. Both men lumped up with swelling. And I think that eye has just got horrifically worse. And it went from 26 to 38%, so a 12% jump. As Ellis got trapped on the ropes. I don't think he had the legs to move off the ropes. And Cleveland Williams was more than obliged to pound away at him. He did miss quite a few punches, but he also landed quite a few punches. And I give that round 10-9 for Cleveland Williams. Hats off to Jimmy Ellis for staying on his feet. I tell you what, Cleveland Williams, if he loses this fight, he's going to go back and look. He has really not worked the body at all. And we'll see if they tell him in the corner to work the body. They were talking about that a little earlier. And Angelo Dundee is telling them, you got to box and move. Stay the hell off the ropes. Ali saying, come on, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. Stay off the ropes, Jimmy. We quickly move to Cleveland Williams, a very determined Cleveland Williams. His swelling has gone up 3% from 36 to 39. Gallagher working the end swell. Gore giving him some water, saying just bomb away, big cat, bomb away. You had your prey on the ropes, he'll be back there, bomb away. We prepare for round number 9. Again, let's look at the traits quickly. Endurance still there for Jimmy Ellis, though it's going down. Williams is done with endurance, so his punching power is slightly less. Had he had full stamina, maybe he would have dropped Jimmy Ellis. Punch stat numbers before we begin round number 9. A very exciting fight here from Wembley Stadium in England. Bout number 33, round 1 of our heavyweight tournament. 7 bouts to follow in the oncoming days to finish round 1. So Jimmy Ellis did land 27 punches. Williams landed 34, his best output of landing for the bout so far. Jabs, hooks, crosses, combinations, and the uppercut. He likes to throw that uppercut. He hasn't caught Ellis quite cleanly. If he does, he might just clip that chin, and down goes Jimmy Ellis. Both men with swelling. You can see the swelling there and swelling there. So both men will be hampered by sight. They're having trouble seeing. The big cat just needs to get close enough to his prey to throw those big bombs, though. We prepare for round number 9. Who will get off first? Who's going to throw first? That's how this has been dictated so far. Ellis, center of the ring, hands held high, looking to play diva. They throw a combination. Both fighters rock each other. Ellis comes back with a 4-punch combination. Williams can't see very well. He keeps eating those jabs. Williams pawing at that eye. He's not throwing. He's pawing at the eye. Those jabs fall short by Ellis. A big left hook out of nowhere stuns Jimmy Ellis. Cleveland Williams, they're standing toe-to-toe in the center of the ring. Ellis getting the better of those exchanges. A minute and a half to go here in round number 9. Left hook missed by Williams. On the inside, Ellis is working his hands, but Dundee's saying, get out of there. A right hand lands. But Ellis is standing right in the pocket, and it's Williams who ties up. Williams can't see. 30 seconds to go. Coyle looking on. Williams having a lot of trouble with that eye. He retreats backwards. Right-hand combination misses by Ellis. Ellis is winded. There's the bell. So Ellis really poured it on. Got a little arm weary. He got arm weary. But Cleveland Williams looks dead tired as he slumps down on his stool. Holy cow. Jimmy Ellis really showing a lot of fortitude here. He takes round 9, 10-9. And probably on the Plunkett card has built up a quite comfortable lead, though it's a precarious lead. At any moment, the big cat could land the big boom, but he is tired. He is exhausted. His arms are on the ropes. Gore takes his arms off the ropes. Let's go to the Cleveland Williams corner first. The swelling is at 49. He's having a lot of difficulty seeing out of that left eye. Gallagher is doing his best with the end swell. And here comes Bill Coyle to take a look. He asks Tommy Gallagher to start doing some work. The ringside physician comes up and takes a look. They ask how many fingers. Williams says 2. How many fingers? Williams says 2. They say, okay, you want to go on? Williams nods his head. Bill Gore is just telling him, you got to knock him out, as that eye is almost shut. When you see 50% almost, you really can't see out of the eye. Let's quickly go to the Ellis corner, then the unofficial scorecard. So we go to Angelo Dundee. Swelling still 32%. Murata's trying to get it under control. Ali in the corner of his stablemate, Jimmy Ellis, along with Angelo Dundee and Ace Murata. Very happy. Said, Jimmy, just let your hands go. Keep him off balance. He's got his set. He's a punch by numbers. 1, 2, 3. If he can't do the 1, 2, 3, he will not throw punches. And you can hit him all day, Jimmy. So let's go to the scorecard of Richard Plunkett. 10-9, 10-9, Jimmy Ellis. He now has an 87 Ellis, 83 Cleveland Williams. As we come up on the final third of this bout, Thrice Aroni, our card collecting treat. He's at ringside, Thrice Aroni. Check out that great card collecting channel. Let's go to the punch stat numbers. Overwhelming for Jimmy Ellis. He just let his hands go, and Cleveland Williams becomes a human punching bag. 47 blows land. He worked well off that jab. He landed 13 times. 10 crosses came behind that left jab. Cleveland Williams, he threw 14 punches, and they're all with bad intentions, as Mike Tyson loves to say. But can he land the big boom? He's out of stamina, so his punching power effectiveness has gone down. He's still able to hurt Jimmy Ellis, but can he drop him? Ironically, Jimmy Ellis dropped the big cat in round 7. He caught him coming in right on the button. He took a 4 count. Ellis still with endurance, and as we stated, endurance is gone for Cleveland Williams. As we prepare for round number 10, let's see if Ellis will stay on the outside and box. That's what he should do. Here's the bell for round number 10. Ellis to the left. Cleveland Williams, the big cat, to the right. Center of the ring go the fighters. Coyle looking on. Both men lumped up around their eyes. No one's thrown anything. Big left hook misses by Williams. He's just winging. Another big left hook misses. Good defense by Jimmy Ellis. Williams just loading up. A third big left hook. And there's the counter. 1-2. They were screaming for the counter. And there it was. They tie up, they break. Williams is dead tired. He's going all out to throw the big bombs. A right hand misses, and that takes you. There's a good left hook, but not enough oomph on it. Williams backs up, unable to land, as Ellis works behind the jab in the right hand. There's a decent left hook that caught the attention by Jimmy Ellis, but again, Williams. No! Williams fights off the ropes. Ellis is hurt. Ellis pawing out his eyes. Williams opening up windmill style with both hands. Ellis trying to hold on. Williams pushes him away. Coyle looking on. Williams looking to land the big go-home punch. Misses with the uppercut, and there's the bell. There's the bell. So Cleveland Williams is still able to rock Jimmy Ellis, and he takes that round. Back and forth they go. And again, this lead that Jimmy Ellis has is very perilous. At any moment, Cleveland Williams, even though he's tired, looks like he could drop Jimmy Ellis. He just needs to land a couple of more of those thudding shots, and maybe Ellis's tuchus will hit the canvas. An excellent comeback round for the big cat. Cleveland Williams, he takes it 10-9. So, let's go to the Ellis corner. A lot of concern. Angelo Dundee And the swelling's at 39%, so Ace Murata's still doing a fine job on that swelling on the right eye of Jimmy Ellis. Dundee says, I want to see you stay on the outside, but easier said than done. Williams just stored up some energy towards the end of that round, and then he opened up windmill style. I don't know if Ellis can stay on the outside. His legs are not there anymore. Dundee saying jab, right hand, tie him up on the inside, Jimmy. We go to the Cleveland Williams, the Big Cats corner with Bill Gore and Tommy Gallagher. And the swelling's gone down slightly, so hats off to Tommy Gallagher, down to 42%. Works the end swell. Bill Gore saying, bombs away, Big Cat. We got to knock him out. I'm going to be honest with you, Cleveland. A decision is very tough. So those are the instruction punch stat numbers. Ellis landed 14, Cleveland Williams 28. It's going to be interesting. These final 5 rounds of boxing, can Jimmy Ellis stand up to the tiring power of Cleveland Williams? We prepare for round number 11 as we approach the championship rounds. Here's the bell. Fighters to the center of the ring. Ellis to the left, Williams to the right. Both fighters pawing with their jabs. Williams looking to throw the right hand. He does. He misses. He's countered with 2 stiff jabs from Ellis. But you can see Ellis does not have the legs. The 1-2 by Ellis. He can't move away quick enough as the Big Cat comes forward, doesn't land, but he can't move away quick enough. But he is working the jab overtime, trying to keep Williams off balance, but he can't keep him off balance. A 5-punch combination. Ellis is in trouble. Does Williams have the strength and the stamina to follow up? He does not. Ellis again gets that jab going overtime, just pumping it into Williams' face. There's a straight right hand. 30 seconds ago, right hand missed by Williams, countered by a left hook by Jimmy Ellis. 20 seconds ago, Ellis will win this round quite handily, and there's the bell. Ellis did take one big combination there, though, but a dead tired Cleveland Williams could not follow up. Ellis was able to keep his head clear enough, and it's almost on instinct. He gets hit, he's going to put that jab out there, and it's a jab that's winning him this bout. And that is a 10-9 round for Jimmy Ellis in round number 11. And it's that educated jab. He can throw it all day, all night. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard of Richard Plunkett. He has Jimmy Ellis up by 4, 106-102. He gave round 11 to Ellis and round 10 to Williams. I have it slightly closer. I have Ellis up by 2 points. Let's go to Angelo Dundee, Ace Murata, and Muhammad Ali in the Jimmy Ellis corner. Again, Ali and Ellis were stablemates, even though they fought twice. Or once. I know they fought at least once. Ali beat him. 33% swelling, so a good job by Murata in that corner. That's swelling on that right eye. Dundee saying just throw the jab, throw the jab, throw the jab. If he gets in a little too close, hit him with the right hand. Do not exchange. I don't even want to see 3-punch combinations. Do not work the body. Jab, right hand, and get the hell out of there. We go to the Cleveland Williams corner where the instructions are rinse and repeat. You got to knock him out. That's the only way we thought Williams was going to win this fight. Again, swelling starting to go up now, 47%. He ate a lot of jabs and a couple of counter right hands on that left eye. Tommy Gallagher really working the end swell, pressing down hard. You can see Cleveland Williams wince in pain. It's a very painful thing. Think of a metal spoon bent. Put it on your head, near your eye, and just feel it being pressed down. Imagine you have some swelling, and they're going to try to push it to the side to keep the eye open. But it's pretty much a slit. At 47%, he's not seeing punches coming from that side. Again, Gore says you got to knock him out. Punch stat numbers before we go to round number 12. And Jimmy Ellis landed 41 punches, and most of them were combinations off the jab. A tiring Cleveland Williams did land the bigger punch in that one combination. He only landed 6 punches, and it came with that one combination. He landed a left hook, then moments later, a 5-punch combination. He stored all of his energy for that one big effort, but he could not follow up. He did rock Jimmy Ellis, but he's going to rock him some more. He's got to knock him out. I don't think he can take a decision, though if he won the last 4 rounds, it would be close. Here we go for round number 12. At ringside, we have Dave Gardner. Check out HockeyTournaments.com and his YouTube channel. And also Uncle Ron from Retro Sports Network. Check out that fabulous channel. They did a wonderful hockey game. I suggest you check it out. Bruins and Canadians, where the play-by-play man was Dave Gardner and the color commentator was Uncle Ron Juckett. It's absolutely awesome. Check it out on Dave Gardner's channel. They were using Action PC Hockey. And this announcer will take a swig of water. As we prepare for round number 12, fighters off their stool. Very slowly getting off his stool is Cleveland Williams, and not much faster, Jimmy Ellis. The bell, center of the ring. Ellis, guard held high, side-to-side movement, putting the jab out there. Williams tries to load up. He throws a jab, but the right hand doesn't follow. He is dead tired. He's exhausted, but he's got... And now, a big combination again, forcing Ellis to the ropes. Could this be the last hurrah? Another big left hook by the big cat. Ellis trapped on the ropes. Dundee and Ali screaming, get off the ropes. Counter right hand misses. Williams pins Ellis to the ropes. He's pounding away at the head. Coyle looking on. Ellis having trouble seeing. He comes back with a combination but does not get off the ropes. Again, he tries to fight off the ropes, but Williams keeps him pinned there. Williams letting his hands go, getting the better of it. A minute to go here in round 12. Coyle looking on, both men lumped up around the eyes. They tie up, they break, but Ellis still trapped on those ropes. Coyle says fight clean, 15 seconds, holding and hitting, they break, 10 seconds, holding and hitting, and there's the bell. Jimmy Ellis is playing with fire. He is playing Russian roulette. I know he has no legs, but he gets trapped on those ropes, and that gives Cleveland Williams hope. It's like hitting a stationary punching bag that's just going side to side at times, and Cleveland Williams wins that round quite handily. And again, Williams is sapped of some of his strength because of his fatigue, but he's still a dangerous predator of prey. 10-9 Williams. This fight's going to be very interesting. The championship round's coming up 13, 14, and 15. Another marvelous bout here from Wembley in our heavyweight tournament. And Angelo Dundee is beside himself in the corner. The swelling's up to 44% on the right eye. Again, Ace Murata doing the best he can. Dundee is saying jab, right hand, and tie up. If you can't get away from him, you got to hold on for dear life. Ali repeats what Angelo says. A hazed look is on Ellis. He's taking a lot of punishment. Coyle goes to both corners. Look at these fighters have given it their all. He asks Jimmy Ellis, you okay? He says yes. The doctor takes a look at the eye. They do the old eye trek. How many fingers? Ellis answers correctly. They ask it twice. He answers correctly twice. They again ask him, do you want to go on? He says yes. They move over to They start to walk over to the Cleveland Williams corner. Let's check it out before they get there. Swelling's gone down slightly, down to 41%. Still god-awful. Gallagher, great work in the corner with the end swell. Bill Gore saying, that's the way, Big Cat. Bombs away. 9 minutes of bombs away and we can win this thing. Here comes the doctor and the referee, Coyle. They're taking a look at the eye. Gallagher says it's better than it was before. Don't even think about stopping it. They hush him down. They tell him to stop working. They look at it. They ask the question, how many fingers? Cleveland says 3. They say, you're good to go? You want to go? He says yes. Punch stat numbers. Ellis landed 15 punches trying to fight off the ropes. The big cat, Cleveland Williams, landed 27, keeping his prey on the ropes, pummeling away. But the only knockdown was scored by Jimmy Ellis in round 7 when he caught Williams coming in on the chin with the counter right. Let's go to the scorecard, unofficial of course. And it's getting closer. Williams takes that round 10-9 on the Richard Plunkett card. It's now 115-112. I have it. I believe I have it 1 point for Ellis. I'm just doing the quick math. I think I have it 1 point for Ellis, if not even. I've given a couple of 10-8 rounds, one because of a knockdown and one to Williams because he just bludgeoned the bejesus out of Ellis back in the 4th. But Ellis, to his credit, has stayed on his feet. Here comes the hard luck round, round number 13, where dreams end in championship fights. There's the bell. Fighters center the ring. 2 tired pugilists. Who will be first? Ellis on the outside will try to work behind that jab. And here comes Cleveland Williams. He lets his hands go. Ellis is exhausted. He ties up. He is getting hit with big blows. He's not throwing. He's not throwing. Hands held high. He's backing to the ropes. And now he pushes Williams away, but he's caught by 3 punches. The swelling's very bad. Williams opening up. What reserves? He throws, and he throws hard, and he lands. Another left hook lands. Ellis fires back. They're standing toe-to-toe the center of the ring. These fighters are going at it. They're exhausted. Now Williams forces Ellis back with a combination. Ellis trapped on the ropes. Under a minute to go. Williams missed with those punches. Ellis counters off the ropes. He's still trapped there, though. He's dipping, diving, hands held high. They tie up, but Williams bores him back into the ropes. The big cat trying to land his prey. A jab and a right hand by Ellis, but he's still trapped on those ropes. There's the bell. A big go-home left misses by the big cat. But Williams will take the round 10-9. This fight is getting quite close. I have it dead even, I believe, right now. Williams 10-9 in round 13. Ellis cannot hold off the big cat. A tiring, wounded big cat. You know what they say, when an animal is wounded, that is when it is at its dangerous. And the big cat, Cleveland Williams, I'm only comparing him that way as a fighter. He's a wounded fighter, and he's very dangerous. Swelling 45% on the right eye of Ellis. Murata continues to work on it. Dundee and Ali in the corner. They don't know what else to say. They say you got to tough it out for 6 minutes now. 6 minutes. You got to win. As they're saying, the fight's getting close now. They tell him to up his output. I don't know how he's going to do it. I don't know how he's standing on his feet. We go to the Cleveland Williams corner. And Bill Gore, swelling maintained at 41%. So both cutmen doing excellent work in their opposing corners. Gallagher in this corner, Murata in the other. And Bill Gore says, bombs away, big cat, bombs away, and your prey shall fall. Punch stat numbers, let's take a look at it. That's going to be interesting. 21 punches, but there's nothing on those Ellis punches. They're quicker. They're quicker. Not a lot of oomph. 24 punches. And again, Williams' power a little less effective, but he is throwing with hellacious bad intentions. Uncle Ron from Retro Sports Network says, Williams, holy smoke. As Williams has just hung in there, the big cat. Let's see. And now Jimmy Ellis' endurance is gone. So let's see whose heart and determination will win out these final 2 rounds. It's going to be something, folks. Unofficial scorecard, Richard Plunkett. 124, 122 Jimmy Ellis. I have it dead even with 2 rounds to go. Plunkett's given Williams the last 2 rounds 10-9. So the final 6 minutes of boxing to determine which pugilistic moves forward to round number 2 in our heavyweight tournament. 2 very tired fighters get off their stool. There's the bell. And Ellis will try to fight defensively from the outside. And you know what? Cleveland Williams is so tired, he's just going to try to maintain and go for it in the 15th. No! And he walked into the right hand again! 1. Jimmy Ellis with a counter 2, right. 3. I don't know if Williams is going to beat the count. He's on his 5, back. It's reached 5. 7. 8. 9. 10. It's over! Jimmy Ellis with a shocking knockout of Cleveland Williams. He caught him coming in. You could see Williams was dead tired. Williams expended a lot of energy in the hard luck round, but the hard luck round for Cleveland Williams was round 14 as Jimmy Ellis, unbelievable. Jimmy Ellis has just starched Cleveland Williams. What fortitude. Ali races into the ring, embracing his stablemate. He is truly, truly happy for Jimmy Ellis. Angelo Dundee, Ace Murata, big smiles on their faces. My God, Jimmy Ellis gutted this fight out. No legs, trapped on the ropes many times, took the punishment, and a tiring Cleveland Williams, who was dropped in the 4th, just got knocked out in the 14th by Jimmy Ellis. Almost the exact same combination that dropped him in the 4th. But this time, Williams did not have the fortitude, the stamina to get up. And finally, the dam broke on Cleveland Williams. He was dead tired. He was taking the round off. He was going to store his energy up, it looked like, for one last charge in the 15th. Well, there will be no last charge in the 15th. Cleveland Williams has just been counted out. An unbelievable fight. Tremendous fight. Ellis wins by KO in the 14th. The crowd is on its feet. Unbelievable. The counter 1-2 catches him on the button and down he goes. An exhausted Jimmy Ellis can barely put his arms up in victory. Let's go to the official announcement. As they finally get Williams up onto the stool in the center of the ring, the doctor's looking at him, the cornermen are attending to him. And Michael Buffer with the official announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by knockout at 49 seconds of the 14th round, advancing in the heavyweight tournament to round number 2, Jimmy Ellis. So Jimmy Ellis is the knockout winner. And let's go to the final punch stat numbers. But before we do that, let's see the official scorecards. This is always something fun to do. This is the official scorecards. Mickey Vann of England had it 124-122 going into that 14th round. Ellis. Larry Hazard of the United States of America had it 124-122. Ellis. Tony Perez of Puerto Rico had it 125-121. Ellis. It's all for naught as Jimmy Ellis knocked out Cleveland Williams in a tremendous, tremendous pugilistic contest. Let's go to the punch stat numbers. Jimmy Ellis landed 344 punches. 385 punches. Cleveland Williams landed 272. Punches thrown by Ellis, 729. It wasn't for trying. That's for Cleveland Williams. Almost threw 1,000 punches, 970. But Jimmy Ellis, over 50% of his punches landed against 28 of Cleveland Williams. Again, as we saw in the pre-fight, you can hit Cleveland Williams all day, all night. And it proved out to be to his defeat. As the lighter hitter Jimmy Ellis finally breaks the beard and knocks out Cleveland Williams in the 14th. Again, the harder punchers were thrown by Cleveland Williams, but the knockout is from Jimmy Ellis. You hit a guy enough times on the chin, sometimes boom goes the butt. And the combinations, Ellis worked well with those combinations behind the jab. He landed 90 jabs, but it's what came after the jab. He will have to improve on his defense, though. He did get hit quite a bit with big shots. Again, Ellis was prone to get knocked out. Joe Frazier did it to him twice. Ernie Shavers got him. And I'm missing somebody else. Oh, Ali got him. And a couple of others later in his career. Let's go back to the fighters. And the 2 knockdowns were scored by Ellis and the knockout. And they were swelling around both eyes for the fighters. Right eye for Ellis, left eye for Williams, or vice versa. All right, let's update their record. So Jimmy Ellis now goes with the sim, with his real official record, is now 41-12-1, and he picks up a stoppage with 25 stoppages. Cleveland Williams, the big cat, well, the big cat got hunted. He is a trophy in the case of Jimmy Ellis now. He falls to 80-14-1 with 60 stoppages. Jimmy Ellis will advance in our heavyweight tournament to the second round. We'll have another bout coming up tomorrow or the day after as we're going to grind through. We got 7 more bouts to go. So Ellis wins by KO in the 14th. I'd like to say thank you to Retro Sports Network. Check out that channel with Uncle Ron Junkett. Captain Carl, thank you very much. TribesFan879, check out his wonderful channel and his Minnesota Twins card and dice Stratomatic replay. Dave Gardner, wonderful hockey game in conjunction with Ron Juckett on the channel. Also check out hockeytournaments.com. Evengi Crosby, wonderful card collecting channel. Thrice Aroni, a card collecting treat. Check out that card collecting channel. Bobby Cantilano, how you doing, my friend? Sorry I missed you earlier on. Check her out on Facebook as well as on YouTube, and you'll see her in many chats and on many shows. As we scroll up, ID Jester, another wonderful channel. Check him out. Baseball and much, much more. The Hands of History Vault, thank you for stopping by. Sports Time Machine has a ball game coming up soon, so let's go over there and support our good friend Mr. Utah Mike. Check out his channel. That's Card and Dice. Bubba Husky, thank you for stopping by, my friend. Super fan of the community. RF, good to see you. Thank you. What's Blazing in Sports? T-Dub for all your boxing needs. Great channel. Please subscribe and check out. The Real World, thank you, my friend. As he said, Cleveland Williams. Big Cat, you are correct. Alrighty, so without any further ado, I will say thank you. Thank you for joining me and spending some time. We saw a really fun bout. We'll be back with another one tomorrow, or the day after. Again, if someone's streaming at the same time, I apologize. I have to grind through this, get through this first round so we can get to the second round. I greatly appreciate your time. Watch out for that big left hook, or in the case of Cleveland Williams, that counter right hand that Jimmy Ellis knocked him down and then out with in the 14th. Health and happiness. Remember, let's go check out Sports Time Machine and Mr. Utah Mike. Let's go support the community. Till next time, God bless, and you know what's coming, folks. You know what's coming. GGO, what's coming? Peace. That's right. Peace.